That's right. Welcome back. Spitter Swallow Beer Review. No Jammer. Unfortunately, 2 weeks in a row, Jammer's not going to make it. But I'm here, and I'm drinking Busch. It's regular Busch. Unbeknownst to me, I don't know. I think the ABV used to be higher, but according to Beer Advocate, I don't see it on a can anywhere. And it's a single 16-ounce can, but it's 4.3%. It's almost a light beer, 1/10 more of a percent lower, and you have yourself a light beer. Might as well just say it's a light beer now, huh? I swear this must have been like 4.6 or something. They probably cheapened it up, brought the ABV down, but still selling it at a higher price. Probably what's going on. But Beer Advocate gets a score of 52. I didn't check Untapped. Busch and Busch Light are both brewed with a blend of premium American grown and imported hops and combination of malt and corn to provide a pleasant balanced flavor. Additionally, Busch Light undergoes a longer brewing process that produces a lighter body. Oh, we're not drinking Busch Light, so I don't care. But kind of weird because it sounds like the natural light description that they had. But let's give it a pour, all right? Like snap, crackle, pops, huh? Hear that? Snap, crackle, pop. But there's the can. The nice mountain, trees. Yeah. Looks good. Yeah, so the look, I should have left the blinds open and be a little bit brighter in here, but it's kind of light. It's got a tint of goldness to it. The head is less than a pinky now. Surprisingly, it's still retaining a little bit. And on the nose, and this is the regular Busch, not Busch Light, but how I would compare regular Busch, it's almost like if you mix a Budweiser product, Bud Light, with a Miller High Life. It has a little bit of that cooked corn smell you get with the Miller High Life, but it does have the sweet corn smell that you get with, say, like a Bud Light or something. Smells like Busch. What more can I say? Busch. They don't make commercials like that anymore, though. Huh? You don't even see beer commercials anymore. Anybody watch football? I don't watch. I used to watch football all the time. I rarely watched it past 5 years because I worked graveyard shift. I worked Saturday, Sundays. Just never watched football. I was off Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. So, but I don't know if they show beer commercials during football anymore. Do they? Let me know, because I haven't watched football. Last football game I watched was probably like a year or two ago, and it was like probably a college game, actually. I don't think they show beer commercials during college games yet. All right, cheers. Let's try this one. One thing about Busch, even Busch Light, I get it. It's almost like if you ever smell like a hefty trash bag, you smell the plastic or whatever the hell it is. It has a slight taste of how that smell is of a trash bag. I'm not saying it smells like trash, but someone could argue, right? It just has a weird taste, and it almost like the smell of trash bags in the box still, not with trash in them, but to me, that's just my perception. But it was a hard night at work. Lifted a lot last night. Mostly 40-pound bags. Yeah, some 20, 30-pound bags. A lot of 40-pound bags. Matter of fact, I had a whole pallet of I think they were like all 40 pounds. Yeah, pallet about as tall as me, maybe a little bit taller. So it hits a spot after a hard night of work, and I had to go to the DMV, finally get the rest of my stuff taken care of for the big move I had in July. Now it's, over almost a month later. Matter of fact, it is a month, and hopefully they aren't wrong with the time, because today is also Operation Anchor. We were supposed to lose gravity about an hour ago. Apparently didn't happen. When I was leaving work this morning at 7, though, I saw a bunch of fire trucks. So I was like, oh, shit, Operation Anchor might be happening. But we're still sitting on the ground. Gravity is still here, so that's good. Anyhow, back to the beer. Tasty. Refreshing after a hard night's work. And, yeah, I wish Jammer was here to join me. Even Jammer fan. Maybe I get Josh someday to join us. Maybe one of these Saturday nights I go hang out with my brother and Josh. I could get them to do a beer review with me of some Natural Light or something. Who knows? But shout out to Josh and his Natural Light. I did mention something about the Natural Light being Dade City champagne of Dade City. And I mentioned, it might have not been that particular video. It might have been a different video, not the Natural Light video. But I mentioned probably every town, someone jokes around, hey, I'm just trying to think of a fake suburb or something. Biloxi, Mississippi. Someone lives in Gulfport, Mississippi, and I say to people from Biloxi, oh, they drink that Busch, or excuse me, that Natural Light. That's the champagne of Biloxi, something like that. It's the champagne of every town, probably, according to your sister town that's right next door to you. All right, yeah, pretty good. In the title, I mentioned something about the Skyforce Rebel Ascent. This shirt was made by Jammer. I bought it. It's kind of like a Navy versus alien invasion type thing. It's not a real movie or anything like that. But Skyforce Rebel Ascent, at the bottom, you probably can't see it, but it says 2 legends only. Or wait, 2 legends. I'm trying to read it upside down. 1 last mission. And you can see the aliens come in, and there's the pilot, a couple other people. Jets going up to fight the aliens. Yeah, pretty good shirt, Jammer. Yeah, it's a good design. Old school fighter pilot meets space battle kind of vibe. A Navy style pilot taking on alien invasion with jets, spaceships, and that big sci-fi sky behind it. 2 stars. I thought they were on Earth, but you can't have Earth with 2 stars unless one of them is Nibiru. Yeah, so pretty good shirt, Jammer. Quality is pretty good for the t-shirt. It's not too heavy, not too light. So I'd like to know which t-shirt this is, actually. I'll have to go back on there and see if it says on the description of the shirt. Because I bought one of my own shirts, not to get a sale on my Etsy site. I actually bought it from the printing company itself, directly shipped to me, just so I can have one of my own shirts at a cheaper price. And it's a good quality shirt that I got, but it's kind of heavy, too heavy for summers in Florida, that's for sure, unless you're inside, yeah. So I got to make a lighter shirt. This one's pretty good lightness to it. I'd like it to be a little bit looser. Maybe I should go up to 2X, maybe. Yeah. It's extra large. I mean, go on. Of course, my muscles are bulging, so probably why it feels tight. I'm swollen. But, yeah, back to the beer. Good shirt. Good lawnmower beer for what it is. Regular Busch. I can't believe it's 4.3. I think they lowered the ABV on this over the years. And let me check, actually, to Googleize it, see if that's true. If I get to my Googleizing. I'm showing, according to Beer Advocate, that regular Busch beer is 4.3%. Is that accurate? And did it used to be higher ABV? Or did they lower it over the years? Let's check. According to this, I should have had my friend talk, but anyhow. Yeah, Beer Advocate 4.3 ABV for regular Busch is accurate today. I'm checking the odor strengths too because there are references suggesting it was stronger at one point. And I did see something about 4.6 popped up on one of the searches. Let me check. Yeah, I thought it was 4.6 at one time also. 4.3 is low. You might as well say it's a light beer. I mean, you remember correctly, Busch used to be listed at 4.6% ABV. Beer Advocate even has an older review specifically noting the ABV had been lowered from 4.6 to 4.3. There are also old, stale retail databases entries that still identify Busch as 4.6, which supports that the 4.6 figure wasn't just somebody making it up. I can't pin down confidently is the exact year Anheuser-Busch made the change. I don't see a reliable official announcement saying, for example, effective 20 whatever, Busch drops ABV. So for your beer review, you can safely say like Busch comes in at 4.3% today, although I remember it's 4.6, and that's exactly what I did. And I don't see nothing on the can, but of course, the 16-ounce cans, they see nothing about the ABV. I'm sure it's on there somewhere, but they got a lot of small print on there. I thought they were supposed to put that on there, but U.S. Farm, they got a bunch of other bullshit on there. But anyhow, according to Beer Advocate, 4.3. Busch, Anheuser-Busch website. Let's just check from the horse's mouth,
the
right?
Anheuser-Busch Company website, go to anheuser-busch.com. If you're looking for the Busch Beer brand specifically,
shut it. They don't think kids are smart. Kids want to go to a beer website. You don't think they could, okay, what makes me 21? Enter that year, yeah. So stupid. They could do that on beer sites, but they can't do that on porn sites? Come on. All right, now let's see what they got here. Our brands, blah, blah, blah. All right. Our brands. Let's see if I can hit the Busch. I like to hit the Busch. Man, they got every damn. They own Kona now, Anheuser-Busch. I didn't even know that. No wonder it probably sucks now. Or InBev or whatever. If I just do it this way. Busch Light. Where's regular? They don't show regular Busch. They show regular Busch Light. That's stupid. What the? Anyhow, Anheuser-Busch website sucks. So just like the beer, I guess. But delish when you're have a hard night at work or mowing the lawn. Pretty good beer to drink. I mean, I wouldn't buy a 12-pack of these or anything unless there's only damn beer on the shelf and the only store open it late at night, you know. Like say I'm hitting the store in Florida, they stop selling beer at 2 a.m. Say I hit a convenience store at 1:50 and it's the only damn beer they had on the shelf. I guess that's the beer I'm buying, right? But for what it is, adjunct lager, the cheaper version of regular Budweiser. I give it a C. I think it needs a little bit more bold flavor. I think it used to have a bolder flavor, actually. And I think they cheapened it down and made it from 4.6 to 4.3. I think even at one time, this might have even been 5% way back in the day. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to talk about way back. Not bad for a lawnmower beer. C and a straight up swallow. C and a straight up swallow for what it is. Hey, Tad, thanks for watching. No Jammer. He is in on beer hiatus, I guess, till next week. So we'll see if we can get Jammer on there next week. But I am wearing one of Jammer's shirts that he made. Came out a lot better than my sci-fi shirt. My sci-fi shirt, I had too much darkness in it. I probably should have had something like that with the sun or something, and then dark on the other side also. I didn't want to copy Jammer. I think mine looks cooler, but it's too dark though. Mine's more evil looking. Yeah, he's MIA. He's not really missing. He's just not in action. I think he's sleeping already too, because I did message him and say, "Hey, I'm going to do a beer review. I'm wearing your shirt that you made," and he didn't respond back. So he's probably sleeping already, which is a good thing. Jammer needed a good 2-week recovery. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do another one. I got home late, although I got started our usual time we start, so I might do one more. Real rough night at work, and I bought these the other day just in case Jammer wanted to do beer reviews this week. I bought a Busch, and I got another crappy beer. So might as well drink them, huh? Still waiting to do a beer exchange with Jammer. I got beer from Georgia, South Carolina that I brought down with me when I moved here, and he bought some beers like a month or two ago. That might have been longer than that. He was going to ship them to me back in May, but May's when I found out I was moving back here, so he kept them. So he still has beers to give to me. Waiting for a day we can set up a meetup or whatever. Unfortunately, Jammer's mother lives up by me, but he saw her on July 11th, the day I moved here, but he didn't bother checking to see when I'm coming in. He knew I was coming here that weekend. I actually told him the 11th, but we could have done a beer exchange then. But Jammer don't visit his mother that often, apparently. That's been over a month. And he doesn't plan on visiting her anytime soon, apparently. Because he wants me to drive halfway up to Largo to meet him to give him beer. But that's the way it is with Jammer time. Yeah, that'll do it for this one. Beer, C, and a swallow. Jammer shirt that he made. I give it an A-. It's pretty good. A- and 2 thumbs up. There you go. For Skyforce Rebel Ascent. It looks a little crooked, or is that just me? I don't know. It does look a little like it's going this way. Oh well. Don't matter. All right, on to the next beer. Thanks for watching Spit or Swallow Beer Review. We will see you on the next one. Cheers and salute. Bye. Subscribe, comment, like, share, and tell your mother about us.